There's one undeniable truth about success. The higher you climb, the more terrified you become of falling. And the more successful you are, the more you secretly fear the day someone looks at you and says, "You're not who we thought you were." That's the lie every high achiever lives with, not the lie they tell the world, the lie they tell themselves. Most successful people aren't confident. They're terrified of being exposed. You know that feeling? You hit a milestone, you win the award, you land the role, you make the money, and instead of feeling safe, you feel the pressure tighten. Because the more you achieve, the more you have to lose. And the more you have to lose, the more your nervous system starts whispering, what if they find out you're not as put together as they think? That's the quiet war you fight inside your own mind. And today, I'm going to tell you why it happens, how to stop it, and how to build an identity that doesn't break under pressure, but gets sharper because of it. Hi, Unbreakable Leaders. I'm Pav Lertjitbanjong, Fortune 500 Strategic Advisor and Courage Decision Scientist. For 23 years inside billion-dollar brands, I watched brilliant people with insane talent, crumble the second pressure hit, and I became obsessed with why and how to fix it. What I discovered is simple. The moment you train your courageous decision-making, pressure stops owning you. In this episode, you're going to understand why your confidence collapses, how to rebuild the identity underneath your success, and how to stop living like you're one mistake away from losing everything. Welcome. This is Pavness, Courage Under Pressure. If this already feels like something you needed but never heard spoken out loud, make sure you're subscribed and share this with someone who carries the same weight you do. Let's dive in. Let me take you into a moment I'll never forget when I once had a chance to shadow a high-stake boardroom meeting. 10 executives, pressure so thick it felt like trying to breathe underwater. We were seconds away from announcing a restructuring, the kind that would send shockwaves through an organization. The VP leading it? Sharp, brilliant, a killer strategist. But in that moment, right before he spoke, his voice wasn't strong. It cracked, just slightly. You wouldn't have noticed unless you were paying attention. But I saw it, the microsecond of fear, the flash of, what if I screw this up? What if this is the moment they realize I'm not the person they think I am? Afterwards, he pulled me aside, closed the office door, and whispered, "I shouldn't be the one leading this. I don't know why they trust me. I feel like I'm 2 bad decisions away from everything collapsing." This was a man making 7 figures, responsible for hundreds of lives, and inside he felt like a scared child about to be found out. And here's the truth nobody tells you. The more successful you are, the younger your fear becomes. You don't fear losing the role today. You fear reliving the moment in your past where you felt small, unseen, or not enough. Your impostor syndrome isn't about competence. It's about a wound you outperformed, but never healed. Every high achiever knows this moment. Maybe not in a boardroom, maybe at 11:47 p.m. the night before a major presentation, staring at your laptop feeling like everything you built is resting on a decision you haven't even made yet. Maybe after hitting a milestone, everyone applauds but you can't feel. Maybe in the silence after a win where the applause fades and you worry you won't be able to repeat it. And here's where the psychology kicks in. Your nervous system is not calibrated for the level of pressure you operate under. You learn to survive through achievement. Achievement became your armor, your emotional escape route, your safety strategy. So now, every time pressure rises, your brain doesn't see it as a challenge. It sees it as a threat. A threat to your identity, a threat to your belonging, a threat to the version of you had to become to succeed. This is trauma looping, but disguised as ambition. It's chaos fragility, but masked as excellence. It's decisional drag, but wrapped in perfectionism. And it's identity collapse, but labeled as impostor syndrome. I've been there too. I know what it feels like to hit levels of success people around you can't even understand, while carrying fear they'll never see. The fear of letting people down, the fear of not being chosen, the fear of not being enough once the performance ends, the fear of being replaced by someone faster, smarter, more trained for the AI era, the fear of losing the identity that's protected you for decades. But here's the twist nobody talks about. You don't feel like an imposter because you're weak. You feel like an imposter because your identity never caught up to your reality. You grew. Your identity didn't. Your success upgraded. Your self-concept stayed old. You became powerful, capable, accomplished, but the version of you inside stayed the child who wasn't sure if they belonged. Your achievements evolved. Your internal story froze. And until you update that story, you will always fear exposure because you're still fighting a battlefield that doesn't exist anymore. Now let me give you the framework that will help you break this once and for all. I call it the Achiever Identity Reset Protocol, part of Pavness's Courage Decision Science model. And it's built on 3 simple tactical steps that create immediate internal stability under pressure. Step 1, name the wound, not the weakness. When pressure hits, don't say, I'm doubting myself. Say, my old wound is activated. It separates your identity from your fear. Your fear becomes a signal, not a verdict. Step 2, bring your identity into the present. Ask, what version of me is actually leading this moment? Who I am now or who I used to be. Every high achiever collapses when they lead from the outdated identity. Lead from your current altitude. Step 3, replace performance with presence. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be here, in the room, in your body, in the conversation. Pressure collapses when presence rises. Presence is courage made operational. Let's go deeper, because this is where the transformation happens. If you're watching this, I know something about you. I know you've carried the weight alone. I know you've delivered when you felt empty. I know you've walked into meetings with a smile while your chest was tight. I know you've been praised for strength that was actually survival. And I know a part of you is tired of being the one everyone counts on while you fight battles no one sees. So here's the truth. You don't need more confidence. You need a healed identity. You need a nervous system that trusts you. You need inner safety, not outer validation. You need courage, not performance. Confidence collapses under pressure. Courage doesn't. Next time you feel that wave of I'm not good enough, do this. Pause. Put your feet on the ground, lower your shoulders, and ask, what is the fear underneath this achievement? When you can answer that, pressure stops owning the moment. You reclaim command. Let me give you the playbook to use today. Simple, tactical, no fluff. 1, interrupt your impostor thought within 10 seconds. Thoughts that go unchallenged gain authority. Replace them with identity anchoring truths. I earned this, I built this, I belong here. 2, act before your fear finishes its sentence. Leaders don't wait, they decide. Micro action kills macro fear. 3, speak one honest sentence in your next high-stakes moment. Authenticity stabilizes your nervous system faster than confidence ever will. 4, normalize pressure instead of fearing it. Pressure is not the enemy. Pressure is the doorway to your next identity. 5, ask yourself this question every morning. Who am I becoming? Your identity shapes your decisions. Your decisions shape your destiny. If you're a leader trying to stay clear, confident, and courageous in a world that keeps throwing pressure at you, this is your show. Make sure you subscribe, like, and drop a comment telling me the sentence that hit you the hardest today. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay unbreakable.